Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Brigadier Sushil Bhasin, and here we are on Time Brigade, and we are talking about goal management. Firstly, a very, very happy Republic Day to all of you, and hope you are having a great holiday, a great time, and remembering the Constitution of India, which not many people are respecting today. But let's hope we will have more wisdom coming into people to respect the Constitution of India, which is our main strength. So, getting onto goal management, as we know, we have got into a series. We talk every day for about 15 to 20 minutes on something related to goal management with particular reference to 2021, which is a different ballgame altogether. So today I'm going to be taking you forward from yesterday, and all those who were there yesterday would have seen that we talked about the stages of setting goals, and we started from the big, hairy, audacious goal, your dream, coming down to your long-term goals. And we said this year let's focus on your long-term goal being 1 year's goal, means 31st December 2021. So we're starting from there. And then if we have got clarity about what I want to achieve, what I want to do and get out of my this 1 year, then I am ready to move on that journey. And to do that, the next step we said is let's set quarterly goals. We also talked of roll on quarterly plan. That means by the end of every month, we review and make a revised plan for the next 3 months. So in the month of January end, we are making goals for April, May, June. In the end of February, we would look at reviewing goals from uh, April, May, June, and so on. Okay. So thank you for joining me. I can see some people joining in live. Thank you very much. And now today I'm going to be taking you to the last step of the steps, and then I'm going to get on to a little bit more about some types of goals, and we'll then leave the rest for tomorrow. Right. After having got a hang of the quarterly roll-on plan, we talked yesterday about the monthly plans. And the monthly plan, we said that once you know what you want to achieve by the end of the month, you make out your to achieve list, spread it into your weeks so that you know what will you do every week. We talked of the weekly goals in details yesterday. Today, let us say that once your weekly goals are done, it is very important to translate them into daily goals. We also talk about DIG, which is daily income goal for people who are into businesses. But those who are not into businesses, who are into salaried jobs, you may not have your DIG, but you can have your DIG, which is in non-financial terms. What do you want to achieve? Treat it like money, treat it like very, very important, and see what you want to cover in that 1 week, right? So when it comes to daily goals, my own personal experience and my learning over all these years indicates that every evening do spend, invest that 30 minutes before you sleep into a self-evaluation or self-talk, where you are the only person in your world. Then at that time you switch off everything that you know of as an external tool, whether it's your phone, your laptop, your TV, all that is out. And even keep your family away, keep your friends away, just be with yourself. That is me time. And in that, go over the day and say what worked well for you and what didn't work well for you. Now, the exercise of 86,400 seconds means you take a credit balance of 86,400 rupees, equating 1 second of the day equal to 1 rupee, and say how many hours or how many rupees out of that 86,400 was spent profitably and what was wasted out, what was not used well. So let's get that going. Once you have got that and you have understood the nuances of this, you will start feeling that you get some happiness around that. And my very, very important point there is it is not the figures that you come across. You not about whether you wrote 60,000 or 70,000 or 40,000. It is about that exercise, that mental exercise that you did to evaluate. And that is turning into time consciousness, which is a very, very important element of managing goals. So, with that, let me go further and talk about now, in that me time, you are going to say to yourself, what went well today? What do I need to do more of it tomorrow? I've already covered this. I'm just repeating because that's my baseline foundation. And then you're going to plan your next day accordingly. So when you go to sleep, you've got in your mind exactly the picture of tomorrow which you have already set earlier, and you have evaluated what went well and what you want to do more of, what didn't go well, and that goes into your not to do list. All that done, you are now got a mental picture, a visualization of the next day in your mind when you go to sleep. And the subconscious mind rests with that thought, with that idea, with that visualization. And guys, you don't know the type of power it has to sink and immerse into your mind. And the next day, it is already there in your system. It's only a recall. The moment you get up and you revise your to do list, your to achieve list, you are already there. So it'll be very easy for you to implement, right? Do take care and use of your apps like whether you're using your Google Calendar or you're using Anywide or you're using any of the, sorry, not Anywide, you're using Google Keep or you're using any of those apps to remind you, you're using Calendly. All that is fine. You're using those tools. Do use them. But basically, I'm talking about time consciousness. We have built up this idea of making best use of your time. Now, the next day, daily goals can be achieved only if you follow the Pomodoro system, which we have already talked about. So I'm not going to repeat. You follow the time wave, which again I've already spoken, which means you work on your prime time, your upslope, downslope, and trough. If you've done that, you are fully equipped to get the best out of the day. One very important point, which probably I have not covered earlier, is that as you go along and not wait for the night, if you just done something, your friend called you, and like yesterday it happened, I got lured into a call and I didn't want to take it, but emotionally it was important to take it. So when I took that call and I said, you're going to have this call for 5 minutes. But the way that guy continued, and a very good friend, there's an emotional relationship that was involved, and I could not come out of that call. I tell people you should know the value, you should have the power of saying no, but I couldn't say no. And therefore, it went on to about 20 minutes. But immediately I wrote and said, I have to strengthen my power of no and say it after 3 minutes. Sorry, can I come back to you tonight or tomorrow? I can't do it right now. Because that day did eat into my next slot. So be very firm about it. It is good. People may think you are rude, but they'll get used to it. And that will be your power. And they'll start respecting you for it. That's the best part. So now when you set, so this is the way you're going to do your daily goals. If you follow these 2, 3 principles, Pomodoro, time wave, and power of no, controlling yourself, logging it and reviewing it. If you do these guys, that's all that you need to do. It's not very difficult. It's very simple, but it's very difficult because you need to practice it. You have to come out of your lethargy. You have to stop imagining that you have to be in your comfort zone, because if you stay in your comfort zone, you will continue to do what you are doing and continue to get the results you're getting. Are you happy with the results you're getting in your life? Then continue doing it. If you want to do better than what you're doing in your life, then do something about it. Move out of that zone. Right. Now, when we are making these goals, and I'm talking about all the types of goals, so you set down to making goals. Firstly, I want you to remember this very little thing called 6 P's of goal setting. 6 P's of goal setting. Write them down if you want to. And it says I'm going to go very slow. Write down: proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Once again, proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Now, this you have to understand, which means that planning is the first step. Not the first step is clarity, but once you've got clarity, the next is planning. Break it down to smaller portions, plan them, and then implement them. Now, when you're planning your goals, I would strongly recommend that you look at these direct goals. And what are direct goals? And I'm going to put them in the description if you miss them out, but please write them down. Right? Direct goals, direct is an acronym, and the first D starts for dream based. Your goal should be based on a dream. There should be a compelling desire to do it. If it's not, if your goal is not compelling enough, if it doesn't make you work with that ultra effort and energy, then that means something wrong with the goal. Goal is not strong enough. Goal is not crazy enough. Okay, so make your goal which is crazy, which is strong, and you want to get out of that. The second thing is it should be inspirational based, which means it should inspire you. There should be something that you're looking forward to achieve from that goal, which is going to make you feel very happy. So that is very, very important. Very important. The next is it should be route based. When I say route based, means you should know the path you're going to follow. You should know that there's a structure to it. You know, see, life is chaos, and chaos and structure have to go together. So a good wise person balances between chaos and structure. And I've been talking about this for a long time, and I say that army is an organization which taught me very clearly there is so much of planning done for a war. You go 100% prepared, every little minor detail is gone into and studied. But when you reach there, when you make a contact with the enemy, your plans last only till then, and then chaos starts. And in the army, military leadership is all about handling chaos. And now those people who are prepared to balance that chaos with their structure are the ones who succeed. So now you decide how you want to keep your route-based goals, which means there should be a method. There should be something to tell you what is your next step. There has to be a route. There has to be a path. There has to be milestones on that path. The fourth thing is it should be emotion based. And what is emotion based? Emotion based is very simple, that it should be coming not from your mind but from your heart. It should not be something that you have to do. It should be something that you want to do. In fact, it should be something that you love to do. Now that is what you are looking at. Then is it should be challenge based. So C, so direct, dream, D for dream, I for inspiration, R for root, E for emotions, and now C is for challenge. There should be a challenge involved. There should be something going beyond. So if I am able to do high jump of 3 feet and I say my goal is 3 feet or 3.5 feet or 3 feet 2 inches, it's not challenging enough. You will not enjoy doing it, because even when you succeed, you say, oh, so what? I mean, I could do 3 inches, I've done, 3 feet, I've done 3 feet, 2 inches, what then? Make a goal which is stretchable. Okay, I'm very happy to see some more people join in. And can you please write down in the comments your names? I'll be very happy. So if we can have a little interaction. And so just tell me who all have just joined. We had 7 people come up. Now it's dropped to 6. So let's see if we can have more people. And the next is they should be thinking based. Now, what is thinking based? Thinking based is that you need to have goals which keep you thinking. So I also added this one list recently when I heard somebody talk about it, gave me a good idea. So I say your to-do list, your not to-do list, your to-achieve list, and now the fourth list is to think list. So please put thinking as a part of your integrated with your goal setting, because that will make your goals very good. So that is all for today. And I am going to tomorrow go over to something called boss goals. How do bosses make goals? So, we've studied We studied the method of how some very senior corporate leaders in the world have achieved their goals. And whatever they did, we call them the boss goals because they are the bosses who worked and achieved those goals. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, be ready for your boss goals tomorrow. Join us same time 5 o'clock for a 15 to 20-minute investment of your time onto goals. So that brings me to the end of today's session. And do join my my master class on. I've just finished a mastermind, so the word mastermind is coming into my mind. Uh, on Saturday, 4:30 to 7:30, 3 hours, we do a set it, get it, goal setting workshop. It is there in the link below. Please join me on Saturday to give you more value on the subject of goals. So, is there anyone else who's prepared to say hi in the comment section? No. So, thank you very much. And here we come to an end for today. See you tomorrow, 5 p.m. here. Thank you. Oh, I can spend a minute if somebody's got a question. Any question? Thank you, Anil Goswami, for coming every day. Thank you very much. Anil Goswami says, hi, Anil. Okay, great. You're saying hi to yourself. Okay, thank you very much. I am ending the meeting as there's nobody asking a question. There's nobody commenting other than Anil Goswami. So thank you very much.